Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 27. Love and Loveleen. Love is power. Love is power of supersenses joy. Love is power to follow Father. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. The thought comes few times a day about experiencing supersensitive joy. Because sometimes we listen to something and it looks very attractive. But it's only when we practice it or experience it, it becomes real. Now, since morning when we wake up, there are so many organs of the body. And if there is a pull or there is reaction, like when we wake up, we want to look at Baba, take drishti from Baba, but then if there is pull of eyes are pulled towards something. These days there is so much we can see, right? The thought comes, let me see this uh, something in YouTube or any other thought. And then the ear says its own pull. You want to hear. But also sometimes there is a reaction. If someone says something for me, I hear it. So there is strong reaction. So we have to look at each sense organ. Like Baba says, to pay a lot of attention when you are eating. All attention is not on the taste. Yeah, it should be good. It should be tasty. When you eat in Pandabhavan, in Madhuban, how tasty the food is, right? Tasty, variety. So Baba doesn't say don't do that. But there shouldn't be the pull, right? Some they like pakoras. So when they hear word pakora, oh yes, yes. So there is a pull of that taste. But like Dadi Prakashmani used to feed lot of favorite things to double foreigners. So it's not that one shouldn't be eating. But sometimes there is a strong pull. So we are still taking joy from sense organs. I think gradually for some, because of the health reasons, some changes are happening in their diet. But still once in a while there is a pull, right? So we have to look at our chart and then we could pay attention to go within and be introverted and feel that inner joy where you are very detached, bodiless, soul conscious, whatever. And in that stage, you experience super sensitive joy. Mm. So, why we chose this theme for today? Because tomorrow is our respected Didi Mohini's day. And one of the very, very known expression of her life was super sensitive joy. Mm. That is why we used to call her gopis, you know. We will show you, we are not able to figure out, but she used to be very, very much in that intoxication, spiritual intoxication, because she decided to have relationship with Baba as a friend. Of course, you know, Baba was father for everyone or mother, father, but she created that relationship. One of Dadi Janki's class, she's sharing that how Dadi Janki always had relationship more as teacher and Sadguru. So Dadi Janki used to be very serious. And one time Didi say, Dadi Janki said, oh, I have to make a lot of efforts. I have to be perfect. Didi said, but do everything with joy. Don't be harsh. Don't be serious. Didi herself was very introverted, but she was very joyful. She was serious, very humorous also. And she liked to, you know, even like when we will share points of knowledge, she will ask questions. So Didi used to call it like badminton. She will ask question, you have to answer. Then you ask question, she has to answer. So she was like playful. Even while making serious effort, she was not serious. Because she used to say that confluence age is the only age where God, you can make God as friend and be playful with him. I hope you are relating to that. Some of you can see there are a lot of videos, short films on Didi in YouTube. I saw many, many. Some are in Hindi, some are in English, where they're describing that how Didi with her mother and younger sister left home. And, Didi also was a very, very prominent family of that time. Until now, if you go to Singapore, you will see lot of shops which belong to Didi's family. So was Chandrai family they used to call. Were very, very, as I said, prestigious family. But Didi came and her renunciation, she didn't even think one time, I was so comfortable at home, or I had such a nice food at home. But then because she was in a family where they really didn't needed to do any karma yoga because they had lot of helpers. But Didi started sewing and she said, I'm sewing it because I will earn some money and I want to give that money in charity. If I give charity from my family's income, that won't be my charity. So when she came in the beginning, she told Baba, Baba, I can teach sewing. That's my interest. So many mothers, many kanyas, they all start coming to learn sewing from Didi. Then Didi will talk to them about knowledge, about Brahma Baba, love for Baba because she has so much love. And her mother, I think you all have heard Baba says Murli in the Murli about Queen Mother. We used to call her Queen because she was very, very royal, very fragile, when I say. But internally, they were very surrendered, all of them. As you all know, that one time in Yagya, Baba said everyone will get millet roti and buttermilk. So millet roti is very healthy, no? Lot of these days, many even double foreigners eat it. But it takes little more time to digest. Very healthy. So there were many, many who were certainly thinking, oh, they will get sick, their stomach won't take it, and but there are majority of them. Baba is saying it, let's eat that and enjoy. And one of that example was of Didi and Queen Mother. Queen Mother didn't get sick at all. And there were many healthy ones, they got sick. So Baba also used to say, it's not the food, it's also, they had very subtly doubt of what will my body take it or not. So Queen Mother was like complete renunciate. Not only that, but she was like Baba's right hand. And the Baba used to invite her. She was in Delhi. Why I have a lot of respect for her because she was my teacher in Delhi. And her teaching was personal, one to one. She will call, give you time, give drishti, and tell you what next step you have to take. We got so used to it. Any kind of service, Baba will mention in Murli, any kind, she will get it done. It's not that all she could do, but many of us were around her. Many, many uh, young people like Kumaris and many couples, good ones. And in our meetings, she will kind of challenge us. Who is going to do this Baba's new project? And it was very, very interesting that, as Baba said on Sunday, that everything is already happened and will happen. Nothing new. You just do it. And now I think back and I said, yes, that's true. Anything which looks like, oh, very tempting, let's do this service, and it will get done. Whether arranging exhibition at new places, new cities, many invitations from many spiritual leaders to go and give talks. Many, many families will invite sisters. So there was many different types of service. And Didi will say, Baba is saying it, so we all have to do it. So she had two types of list. One is what I haven't been able to do in my practical life, that is dharana of what Baba has said. Mm. And like constant whole day is either talking about Murli or are you in remembrance of Baba or planning service whole day. And they used to pass very nicely. Today I was remembering Didi that if she was here today, whole day she will keep us occupied. Mm. And churning Murli, planning for service, mm, and teach us all the time what is Brahmin vocabulary. Mm. Any word which we spoke was not uh, pleasant. Mm. She will say, that's not Brahmin dictionary. So I used to say, what is Brahmin dictionary? Mm. She used to say, whatever blessings Baba gave us, we have to share those blessings. Mm. So was very, very disciplined, very disciplined, like accurate in her timetable. Whatever is fixed for like 12 o'clock, she has to do it, it will happen. Mm. Or her lunch time, everything was fixed. No, she will eat any time. So in a way, it was very good example for us. One day she asked me, those days, like many times I wanted dinner. She said, no, you should eat. I said, no, I don't want to eat 3 meals. She said, little bit. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, little bit. And then during day, not taking rest. She said, no, half an hour, 40 minutes. Take rest so that in the evening you are very fresh for giving classes or sitting in the meditation. So even for physical, whether it is food, whether it is rest for the body, and of course, very particular that we sleep in time. As Baba said, 10 o'clock. Baba gave 11, but 10. 10 is good time, at least because when you wake up in the morning, it will be very natural. But if you sleep late, it's hard for Amrit Vela. And even if you will sit for Amrit Vela, then you would want to rest again because body is tired. Right? So this kind of discipline, I think we all should try, right? Discipline also. Like people these days offer Bhog anytime. That's not the way, right? 12 o'clock is time for us to offer Bhog, Brahma Bhojan. You have seen in Madhuban exactly at 12. And same is in the fixed time. Many times in the courtyard, I am sitting and you see exactly 12 or 7 o'clock, the Bhog is being taken in Baba's room. But here, whenever I cook, I will offer, right? And I wonder sometimes. So you keep telling Baba, okay, whenever I come, you will eat. But that's not all. Even now in Madhuban happens. And I tell everyone at center, fixed time for offering bhog. Oh, I will cook either too early or I will cook later. Because they go by their own timetable, not timetable of Yagya. So the way, whatever time I have, I will cook, I will offer. It could be 1:30. or some just offer 10:30 in the morning. If that is the time, then every day. Even if you have 10:30, then every day offer at 10:30. Not one day 10:30, then 12, then 1:30. Some offer even at 2 o'clock, right? So paying attention to these things, that accuracy in timetable also helps us a lot, especially for time management. Mm. Otherwise, we don't know where the time, how, when, where are you, Mm. what you're doing at what time, for whether it is my own eating or for offering bhog. Mm. It's really, really helpful if you have timetable, if you have fixed time. Mm. Because we do everything what is my mind, and then we say, well, I was busy with something else. But that's not right, right? No one will say it these days, but accuracy is very, very important, I feel. And that was Didi Manmohini's principle, which she taught us. That offer bhog at the right time. As you give to your body, that time is fixed. And then we feed Baba also. So starting from Amrit Vela, for everything, meditation, traffic control, every hour, few minutes. If you have set timetable, you will really know how much time you have. Otherwise, we always feel I do not have enough time because there is no accuracy in timetable. Hmm. And when you do up to certain time, for me, I say stop. Yes, other things will be tomorrow. Hmm. I mean, there might be something urgent, but that will always be there is something. So accuracy was one of very important quality of Didi Madhmohini. And I know that at centers too, we followed a lot of accuracy. This gives kind of feeling mm, of yagya at the center. Otherwise, like a household, right? Mm. Because I know in Laukiks, uh, when they do bhakti, whenever they are free, they go and offer bhog to deities. Mm. But for us, it's not that. So look at the timetable and accurate every night before sleeping. Look at your chart. Did I cause sorrow to anyone? Did I get upset during the day? So see more and more of Didi Manmohini's activities. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Journey Sakar Murli, decorating the children with the jewels of knowledge.
मधुबन वाले बाबा ओ मीठे प्यारे बाबा तूने प्यार जो दिया है तूने प्यार जो दिया है भला कैसे भुलाए ओ मधुबन वाले बाबा ओ मीठे प्यारे बाबा
दूसरा है परदेशी बाबा, ऐसे है बच्चे तो परदेशी और देशी आकर के मिल गए हैं। इससे आनंद जरूर है इस देश में। देखो खुद कहते हैं कि परदेश से जानना है इस देशवासी भारतवासी के शरीर में कोई नई बात नहीं है। ये कल्प कल्प है। तुम्हें न परदेशी और देशी से मिलते हो जरूर रक्षा पाने के लिए, क्योंकि है इनका बाप की प्रॉपर्टी और दूसरा कार्पोरेट कोई प्रॉपर्टी मिल नहीं सकती है। तो ये प्रॉपर्टी मिल रही है तुमको परदेशी द्वारा। तो ये एक ही है जो इस देशवासी में ये परदेशी आते हैं। क्यों? फिर परदेश में ले जाने के लिए। तुम परदेशों को अपना देश भूल गए हैं, पता नहीं है, तब तो जा नहीं सकते। अगर इस दुनिया में दुख है और अगर वो देश देखा हो कहीं ने, तो यार वही क्यों चले जाए, जाकर क्यों मारे। तो हम देशी भूल जाते हैं। परदेशी से तुम बच्चों का नाता जुटा हुआ है। परदेशी से जो पत्र भी लिखते हैं परदेशी को, बिगड़ देखे भी लिखते हैं परदेशी, और परदेशी से वर्षा भी ले सकते हैं। क्योंकि बाप तो समझाते नहीं, बाप को जानना है और वर्ष को जानना है। और तुमको वेद का संन्यास, वेद का बाप कराते हैं, इसलिए तुम्हारा सबसे ऊंचा, और फिर उसमें वर्षा भी है, प्राकृति भी बहुत है। और कोई को क्या प्राकृति हो सकती है? पुरानी दुनिया की प्राकृति में क्या मिलेंगे? अलंकार कर बहुत, ये तुम्हारी प्राकृति है नई दुनिया के लिए। तो प्राकृति है तो जरूर करनी है। देखो, परंतु इस प्राप्ति करने में विघ्न कितने पड़ते हैं। देखो माया के कितने अच्छे अच्छे बच्चे चलते चलते झट मुंह फेर देते हैं। इसलिए ये चित्र भी तो कुछ काम के लिए तो है ना, बराबर। तो तुम्हारे लिए चित्र भी बहुत, जो चित्र अगर बड़े बने तो ये भी सौगात अच्छी है तुम बच्चों के लिए। इसके ऊपर तुम समझा भी सकते हो। वही देखो इस समय में पतित पवन राम रावण किया है, पतित राम और रावण का तो ये बनाते हैं ये दशहरा और फलाना चीजा। तो उसमें दिखलाना भी रावण तो दिखलाते ही है। बाकी राम के बदले में, शिव बाबा के बदले में फिर कृष्ण दिखलाते हैं या राम दिखला देंगे, परंतु नहीं दिखलाना पड़े शिव। जीवात्मा उनसे मिले कैसे? तो देखो बाप भी ये शरीर धारण कर पर मिलते हैं। अभी कहते हैं कि पतियों का पति है, फिर पत्नी सज्जनी साजन से मिले तो जरूर। कैसे मिले? बाकी पहला करें। अगर बाप है बच्चा तो भी वो भी जीवात्मा, तो वो जीवात्मा सिर्फ आत्मा या परमात्मा मिले कैसे? तो फिर भी सही से मिलना पड़े। तो फिर जब मिलते हैं तो भी इसी मिलते हैं काम बाप दादा से मिलते हैं, क्योंकि उनको दादा जरूर कहना पड़े। क्योंकि वर्षा मिलता है मैंने कहा, तो इसमें मूंझने का बात नहीं है। गोद जब कोई डरते हैं गोद से तो उनको समझाना चाहिए कि हम बच्चे हम बाप की गोद में जाते हैं, किसी साधन से या बाप से, फिर कलप एक बारी मिलना होते हैं। इसलिए कहा जाते हैं कल्याणकारी मिलन या मंगलकारी मिलन। जो भक्ति भी सुबह और शाम और ज्ञान भी सुबह और शाम, समझा? अच्छा बच्ची बाजा बजा।
ब्रह्मलोक का रहने वाला आया है देने को ज्ञान। वो था ब्रह्मा के तन में, वो था ब्रह्मा के तन में, किसी किसी ने लिया पहचान। ब्रह्मलोक का रहने वाला आया है देने को ज्ञान।
मीठे मीठे सिक्के लदे रूहानी बच्चों पे माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड नाइट।
Om Shanti. So before we get our homework and we do meditation, I would like to let you all know that tomorrow is a very special day. So it's the 28th of July, Mohini Didi's day. So of course, as we'll be doing special bhog offering, and I'm sure every one of you will also offer bhog at your place. You can do either lunchtime or you can also make bhog in the evening when we are doing with Avakti Parivar. So tomorrow before 7, we generally used to have a Hindi series, but tomorrow we won't have that, and we will be showing you Mohini Didi's story video. So that would be before 7. It's actually animation stories, so it's about 45 minutes of story. So we'll show that, and then we'll have bhog offering at 7, in between 7 to 7:30. And then of course series will continue. And after bhog message sharing, Didi sharing, then our meditation, and also it's 28th of July, we consider as a Kumar's Day. So our Kumars will be doing a special meditation, conducting meditation. So that will be in the end together. So this will be the program for tomorrow. So please be with us. And now also Wednesday is our children Murli class, Avakti children class, Murli class from 5 to 5:30. So all Avakti children, this is for your reminder. And now we'll invite our dear angels, Sister Shireen, let us know our homework and do meditation. And also after meditation today, we'll have short also video for Mohini Didi. As Didi mentioned that there are many videos, so we'll show small one today and then tomorrow another one.
Good evening. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti everyone. It's wonderful to be here. It is so sweet to hear Sakar Baba. So sweet. I was thinking, Didi, all of you are so lucky that you had a chance to be with him. So tomorrow's homework is follow the Father. Love as power to follow Father. Like a true gop or gopi, my pilgrimage becomes a dance where I follow every move of my beloved. Like a true gop or gopi, my pilgrimage becomes a dance where I follow every move of my beloved. So let's do a meditation on following Baba. Let's spend the next few minutes following both Didiji and Baba. Taking drishti from Didiji, I imagine the world washing away from my mind. There's no feeling of worry or tension. And I just enter a pure place of simplicity. And the soul is looking out through these eyes and taking drishti from Didiji. I take some time to remember that I'm a bodiless soul and it's time to go back home. It's time to go back to a world before I came here. I was complete with peace, with love, with joy. These are eternal qualities within me. I take some time to remember that I'm light, I'm eternal, and beyond birth, beyond death. I'm totally free, free from worry. And in this state of being free, I'm able to absorb in love with the ocean of love. I, the soul, sitting in this body, looking out through these eyes, slowly become bodiless again and become more and more relaxed. In this moment, I make a promise to myself that I will follow the Father. All I have to do is follow the Father. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I don't have to strive. I don't have to be anything for anyone or impress anyone. All I have to do is copy Bapdada. Looking at Baba in front of me, I enter a pure, silent space. And following Bapdada, I realize there is immense beauty inside of me. And when I create a love for what Baba did, then it becomes easier to follow him. I make a gentle but firm promise to have a set timetable just like Baba, to look at my chart and see if I caused any sorrow or upset anyone during the day. And I will look at Didiji and have complete renunciation like her. Internally, very surrendered. And occupy myself during the day with only churning and service. And whatever blessings Baba gave us, to only share those blessings from my mouth. Following Baba like this propels me to new heights of supersensuous joy. Om Shanti.
Just want to clear the timings because some of you are asking the timings. So we'll have a movie first. First 6 o'clock we will have a United Yoga. Then 6:15 to 7 we'll have Mohini Didi story movie, which is very new one, and also Bog offering from 7 to 7:30. Then our series will continue, and then in the end 15 minutes will be special meditation experience by Kumars. Okay, so today we'll watch a small movie of Mohini Didi. Let's watch.
Born Great. Mohini Didi Ji. People used to say that Mohini Didi Ji was born great. Perhaps at first they said this because she was born into a wealthy, respected and famous Sindhi family. Didi Ji shared about her early days. In spite of being very rich, I was very unhappy. Hence, I would spend more time attending various satsangs. There were all types of comforts in my home, and we were constantly engaged in charity and making donations. I loved the Gita and the Bhagavad very much. I loved the story of gopis in the Bhagavad. Even my worldly name was Gopi. As I was reading about Krishna's Rasa Leela with his gopis, I would shed tears of love. I was so fond of those gopis. Once, my worldly mother, whom they would call Queen Mother in the Yagya, went to see Baba. And the next day, after having gone to Baba, she sent back her car to take me there too. Baba was sitting in a small room, holding the Gita in his hand and conducting satsang. I had seen Baba a number of times before. However, on that day, I was experiencing a special pull to him. I came up to Baba and sat down in front of him in such a way that Baba's drishti met my drishti. I saw a spinning discus of light in the middle of Baba's forehead. It's not that I went into trance. I was seeing this discus of light on Baba's forehead with my physical eyes. Baba was narrating something, but I was hardly aware of what all of that was about. At the end, Baba started chanting the sound of Om, and I got lost in the love of that chanting. After the satsang, I said, I want to learn more. Baba said, come to Om Mandali tomorrow. Next day, Baba took a sheet of paper and a pencil, drew a picture of the subtle regions, the land of death, this corporeal world, and the Brahm element, and explained them to me. As I was listening to Baba, I had firm faith that I was that same Gopi described in the Bhagavad. It's me who is a true Gopi. Or perhaps Didi Ji was born great because when Baba first gave her the direction to remain celibate, she said, I will stay pure. Because of her purity, Didi's husband would quarrel with her daily and physically abuse her. When Didi's mother, Queen Mother, came to know that Didi's husband was abusing her, she called Didi back to her place. Because of her husband's cruelty, she left his house and returned to her parents' home. Didi, her mother, her sister Shil Dadi, and her cousin Brijshanta Dadi all continued to attend Om Mandali. When Baba moved to Karachi from Hyderabad, Didi Ji, her mother, her sister, and her cousin also moved to Karachi. In Karachi, Didi ji and her family lived in a separate house. Didi ji's greatness was natural because when mothers and girls who were abused by their husbands and fathers came to Baba, he would accommodate them at Didi ji's place. She used to teach them sewing. If the authorities inquired, it was explained that these women just lived separately and made their living by sewing. Didi ji's vow of celibacy created a lot of upheaval. Her powerful relatives opposed Baba and Om Mandali in every way possible. In 1936, a Hindu woman did not have many rights or options. However, Didi ji overcame her obstacles with courage, determination, and unshakable faith. Seeing her as an example, many young sisters were able to face their problems and follow the discipline of celibacy. We read in history about the heroes of the land of Bharat like the Queen of Jhansi, but Didi ji's spiritual courage was no less. She truly was born great. In 1937, when the Godly University was first established, Brahma Baba surrendered all his wealth and created a trust. He appointed 8 mothers and Kumaris as trustees. Didi Mohini Didi was one of those 8 special members of the trust. After the partition in 1950, it was decided that the Godly University would move from Sindh to India. Baba sent Didi ji to scout for a location, and it was Didi ji who made all the inquiries and selected Mount Abu. Because of her shrewd intellect and tirelessness, in 1951, when service started in India, Baba sent Didi ji to open the first center in Delhi. Didi was Mama's right hand. After Mama passed away in 1965, Didi ji moved to Mount Abu and her responsibilities in the Yagya increased. She became Sakar Baba's right hand. In January 1969, when Sakar Baba became Avyakt, Didi was away on tour of centers in India. Prakash Mani Dadi ji, who was at that time taking care of a center in Bombay, was with Baba in Madhuban. When Baba became Avyakt, he handed over the responsibility of the Yagya first to Dadi ji, and Didi ji became the additional administrative head. The responsibility of the Yagya first to Dadi ji, and Didi ji became the additional administrative head. This story, recounted by Dadi Janki, shows Didi ji's inherent greatness in such a powerful way. After Baba became Avyakt, Dadi Prakash Mani started reading the Murli in Madhuban. Didi ji, without a word of complaint or any kind of ill feeling on her face, used to come with her notebook and pen to class and listen to the Murli and take notes. Didi ji possessed the power to discern people. Just from their face, behavior, or a short conversation, she would give solutions to their spiritual problems. Didi ji did tireless service by fully surrendering her mind, body, and wealth to the task of awakening people. Even though Didi ji was from a very wealthy family, her way of dressing, eating, and behaving was very simple. She was an image of simplicity, renunciation, and humility. Mohini Didi ji, along with Dadi ji, had the huge responsibility of administrating a very big international organization. However, Didi ji never spoke to anyone with a feeling of arrogance because of her position. Even if someone misbehaved or were dissatisfied, she would still sustain them with love. To pacify their mind, Didi ji herself would initiate a conversation and say, "Brother, if there is something in your mind, disclose it. All of us are travelers on the same path. In our divine family, we have relationships of souls, and in my heart, there are only pure feelings for you." She showed her greatness till the end by embodying the mantra, "We now have to return home." She passed away on July 28th, 1983. Om Shanti.
Yes, yes. Sweet Baba, lovely Baba, right? Om Shanti. Good night, everyone.